And it'll make it 2nd down.
56. Lucky 56.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Jack Patriot.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything. An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, that's Hawkins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be fourth down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Gun! 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 Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
Now a first down carry, it's Michel. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Over!
He'll look to throw. To Michel on the dump-off. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
Gun! 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 Over!
They'll look to throw here. Shakes off the sand. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one 12.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. It's first and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they will run it with Michel. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an offset eye.
Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. Twisting away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit for in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, it's Hawkins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone, 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 gone.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. Well, a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. 48. Over.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Watch it now, Barney.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And now out come the Patriots. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The tackle made by Derek Rivers. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 30 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. A little surprise. Is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 33 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
But certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On third down, it's Hawkins. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gone.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A give. This is Michel. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set. Blue
back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Again, it's Michel. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. The Jaguars on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Fred, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side. They'll run it again with Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard until you settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Cooper's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, normally on a third down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action, but when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And some room to roam now. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 79 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And an alley to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, the winning side is so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.